We've got a nice harmonic loop and a simple drum beat to get us started. We do have one more instrument I have not demonstrated yet that I want to show you, and that is a synthesizer. I'll use the synthesizer, or the synth for short, to add a bass line to help round out the start of our song. All right, so hopping right in, first thing we do, we're gonna hit play the synth, which we can do, but there's also another way we can add a track, and I'm gonna show you that. Over here on the left side, under your last track in your studio, hit add new track, playing bass, so add a bass, and you can see the default patch right here that it opens up. And I went ahead and listened through some of the patches that you can add for a bass and found one I like. So we're gonna search for it. It's called attack bass. I'm gonna click on the default opened one here, and we are given the instrument preset window. I want a synthesizer bass because this is a house song. So I'm gonna go bass synth, look for attack bass here. Sure it's the one I want. That is, so I'm gonna open that up. Here we go. So now if we click on these keys down here, we get the synth sounds. Right on. Now, since I have the sound I want, I'm gonna start messing around and find a bass line. One awesome thing you can do, of course, is play on your computer keyboard. And you can see down here, the keys will light up based on what I'm playing, just so lightly. All right, so let's go ahead and hear what we have here. See if any little bit of inspiration strikes us. Mess around on the keyboard a bit too. So we take it all the way to the start. Play. And now I may just want to hear the synthesizer. All right. Gonna just get rid of our drum track for now and start hitting the keys. See if there is something that matches up. All right, so I think I got something there. Okay, why did I know which notes to play on the keyboard? Great question. Well, there's a thing called a key, and you can actually see it while I'm working in the video. It's at the very bottom of the screen, and I know exactly what notes to play in that key, which is something I will explain in the next video, so just be patient. All right, so now that I got something I think I can record, I'm gonna make sure the marker is at the front of the song, or where I wanna start recording from, so right from 0. Make sure the track I'm recording from is armed, and you can turn it on and off by making sure this little R is red for on, and if it's not colored, it's off. I'm gonna hit this little record button when I'm ready. It's gonna give me a count in of 2 measures because I have the metronome on. And let's just go ahead and try. Bear with me too. I am playing on a computer keyboard. I'm usually used to playing on a piano keyboard. Let's give it a shot. You can always correct things later. All right, I think I got something there. And I know it wasn't perfect, but luckily in a DAW, we can always go back and fix those things. So let's go ahead. We're gonna hit quantize first. And I like to do it by 16th note. I usually don't play nothing bigger than 16th notes. So it's always a safe bet to line up. So let's just see how it sounds there. Not so bad, not so bad. There's definitely some note lengths I also want to edit those, so I'm going to go into edit notes. And I'm just holding control and using my mouse wheel to zoom in. And yeah, it definitely don't have very uniform note lengths, which is something I want to draw in here. And some notes like here that I know are not in the right spot, so I'll adjust those. Let's just start with this section. So I want these notes to have a little bit longer of a sustain, play longer, maybe except that one. Let's hear how that sounds once I get these. And I know I want that. Give that a shot. Not so bad. That one needs to be there at the downbeat. And since we're making a house song, that usually kind of gets in our brain that it's maybe not just a person playing it, so you can get away with having stuff near perfect. You don't need that human element. All right, there we go. I think I want that length. Oh. Let's try it. Yeah, I like the note to be a little short there at the end. I think it's good. So since I like this one so much, and I really don't need these ones to be different, I'm just going to take all of these, hit delete, pick all those up. And notice I selected all the way to the first note. And I'm going to hit Control-C to copy. And Control-V from where I want to paste them from, which means I want to paste them right from the downbeat. There we go. Of course, another way to do this, instead of doing that, it looks like that wasn't perfect. We want this to be a little bit more. Is I can take up here in our region, take this bottom icon to slice our loop down. And oops, you know what? I cut a little too much off. Make our region a bit smaller. So now it is 2 measures, the length we want. And I'm just going to loop it out. Look at that. Let's hear that together. Not bad. And I want to give, even though this is demo, I want to give the drums and synth a little time to come in. So I'm going to drag the loop out here. We can always fix it later. All right, so now we have this little bit of synth and drums before the bass comes in. And you know what? Maybe I like that little pickup from the bass line. I can go ahead, come over here. I can copy the loop one more time. Actually, even easier. I will slide the loop this way. And oh, even better what I can do, since I want to modify this loop. Take this, copy it, paste it here. Slide it back. This up, and loop it. Now I've made a new region that I can loop as much as I want. This one I can edit that is different. And just take the notes away that I don't want. And go. Now I've got a little pickup. There we go. And actually, one more thing I want to do is make all these notes the same volume at their max. So I just can go over to the velocity tool, highlight all of them, click on the first one, pull it up as high as it can go to 127. And there you go. And with that, we have pretty much covered the 3 main instruments in Soundtrap, which is the synthesizer, the drum machine, and loops. You're pretty much ready to get started on your song. Now, of course, there's a ton of other stuff we can get into, such as importing your own files, using effects, more music theory, writing chords, melodies, harmony, that kind of thing. And as well as going more in depth on how we can make our existing sound like we've just made in the last 3 videos, turn it into something a bit more interesting. But for now, you're ready to get started. I'll see you in the next lesson.